They did that shit to me twice. What, acts of chemistry supposed to perform me last time and they didn't show up. Thinking they're trying to avoid me. Anyway, so let's have a hand for everyone that performed. Pretty good. Last week was Valentine's. Anybody else recently single? Nothing? Yeah. Alright, cool. Well, I always think the most awkward part after a breakup is not, the whole trying to get closure or anything. It's the letting your parents know that you're not seeing that person anymore conversation that you have to have. Like, isn't that always just like the most weird thing? Like, my mom, every time I call her, it doesn't matter what the situation was, she always says the same thing. She's always like, Ryan? It's just that's when she talks, she sounds like that. Ryan? There's no use crying over spilled whores. I'm like, Mom, I don't date whores, okay? The proper nomenclature is promiscuous women, alright? Leave me alone. Anyway, so that's always pretty awkward. But I'm a pretty competitive guy, and I feel like in every relationship, there's always one moment where no matter what else happens in the relationship, it decides who ultimately wins that relationship. Like, I'll give you a couple examples. One, let's say it's my first serious relationship. Me and this girl lost our virginity together. And the very first time we did it, after we got finished, a solid 3 minutes, thank you internet porn for helping my endurance. Well, I looked her straight in the eye, shook her hand, slapped her on the ass, and I was like, good game, champ, good game. And no, she can't win after that. Like, what's she gonna do? She's gonna remember that shit as her first time forever. Victory, Ryan. Alright, I'll give you another one that's me losing the relationship. Alright, so pretty fucking drunk and high one night. It had been a solid Friday night. And me and the girl that I was with, we decided to play dentist. And by dentist, I mean I was getting an oral exam. And it was literally like the best blowjob I had ever received. It was so good that like 2 seconds after it was done, I had to go and throw up. Like, I was just like, oh, this is too good for my body. I can't handle this much intensity. And then I went and I threw up. And I'm gonna have to live with that forever. You're the guy who threw up after getting a blowjob. That's not something that's easy to live down. Man, you guys are really quiet. This sucks. Anyway, but, little side note to that story. The girl said my semen tasted like mint, so you tell me who the real winner is. Thank you, evolution. Alright, I wanted that gene pool. I work at Fred Meyer, as you can tell, and fucking hate it there. And I hate it there for several reasons. One is that people always come up to me and like my job isn't a real job, and then when they figure out it's a job, they tell me how shitty it is that I have that job. Like, no joke, I'm out in the parking lot pushing carts one time, and this guy comes up to me and he's like, are you volunteering? Is this volunteer work? Is this for school? And I'm like, nah, dude, I get paid to do this shit. And he just fucking busts up laughing right in my face. There's a water drip, that's weird. Anyway, so he's just busting up laughing in my face, and it's just like, thanks. Now I feel like a really good contributing member of society. But my least favorite fucking part of the whole entire job is that we have to clean the bathrooms, which is pretty bad. Just show of applause here, see if we can gauge the room, how bad you think bathrooms. Which bathroom do you think is worse? The men's? Or how many of you think it's the women's? You guys are correct. The women's is fucking disgusting. Ladies, you should be ashamed. Like, you walk in there, I feel like every time I walk in there, it's like I'm entering a murder scene. There's always some white woman who's pretty large with a mustache coming out like she's from the forest, and she's like, I've never seen anything like this before. Oh my god, good luck, man. Good luck. So that sets it up. So I open the door, and then I go in, and then you just instantly get the smell of just like decay and things that are unimaginable. And it's like there's blood on the walls, shit is on the floor. It's like, you guys literally don't try. And I'm kind of scared to go in. I feel like the killer's still in there. And I'm just always looking around. There's like writing on the wall, and it's a bad situation. I don't like doing it at all. Man, you guys are really fucking quiet. This is not a comedy crowd. All right, so this will be my last joke then. I've been kind of following the GOP race to see who's going to be the candidate to lose to Barack Obama. And, because let's face it, he's getting it 4 more years. You're gonna just have to accept that fact. But I've come to the realization that watching the Republicans try to decide who their candidate's gonna be is like watching one of those VH1 celebrity dating shows. Like it's Flavor of Love, Volume 3, Republican style. Like, let's start it off, let's kick it back. Because there's always a certain types of girls that are on this show. And the GOP race has all of them. There's the old one that's a little past her prime and probably shouldn't really be there. You know, it's just, her tits are starting to sag, and you know that the celebrity's not going to pick her. And that would be Newt Gingrich for the Republicans. Man, you guys don't know very much at all, but okay. Then there's always the one that's super religious, and she wants to win, but she's not going to let it change her morals, and it's a bit of a Jesus freak. And that was Perry back when he started running. Then you got the one who's a prude. She doesn't want to have sex with the star, and you know she's gonna get voted off. And that's Michelle Bachmann, because she didn't, you know, she's against masturbation, right? Because that's the devil's work. Anyway, and then there's the one that's funny, but that's about all they have going for them. Like they don't really have much looks, and that was when Trump was running. Which let me say, Trump jumping out so early is probably my saddest moment of 2011, because that is months and months of campaign laughter that we missed out on. Then there's the fan favorite that everyone likes, but you know they're not going to pick because, let's face it, when you watch those kind of shows, your favorite never wins, right? And that's Ron Paul, so he's not where we're going to win. You got the two-faced bitch that plays both sides. That's Mitt Romney, because as everyone knows, he's from a Democratic state, but he's a Republican, and so he flip-flops a lot. He's trying to play both sides. And then there's the running joke, and that's Santorum, because I mean, have any of you Googled what Santorum means now? I mean, just look it up, it's dirty, it's not worth it. Man, I think I'm just gonna wrap it up, I'm not really getting a reaction here, so guys have a good night.